Oliver Tree was born on June 29, 1993 in Santa Cruz, California. His music training began at age 3 when he took classical piano lessons. He traveled across the United States with his parents, who performed with a traveling circus until he was 12 years old. He and his parents then permanently settled back in Santa Cruz, California. Tree first gained fame in 2016. His style of music writing and performing eventually built up a following of over 50 million fans. His Love You Madly, Hate You Badly World Tour began May 30th, 2026 in Mexico City. He performed on June 2nd in Santiago, Chile, June 4th in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and June 6th in Sao Paulo, Brazil. His next scheduled concert was not until July 1st, 2026 in Lisbon, Portugal. With a little over 3 weeks between concerts, he decided to stay a while in Brazil in order to do some traveling and work on music in recording studios. On the morning of June 14, 2026, he was in Rio de Janeiro when he and 3 others boarded this Bell 206B Jet Ranger 3 with registration identification PPMAC at Jacarepaguá Airport sometime before 9 a.m. right here. The pilot was Alexandre Souza. Where they were going isn't exactly clear at this time. At some point before they boarded, it is believed that Charles Marciak boarded this Airbus AS350B2 with registration identification PRDJJ at Santos Dumont Airport right here. The exact times both helicopters were boarded is not known at this time. What is known is that a traffic camera filmed the Midair collision at what seems to be 8:57 a.m. Here is a still frame from that footage. In this photo, it's important to notice this bridge, these stairs, this row of buildings, and this rounded wall. On Google Earth, that camera is right here. Go to Street View. Here is the bridge, the stairs, the row of buildings, and the rounded wall. This is the camera that filmed the incident. Exit Street View. The distance from the camera to the point of impact is approximately 9/10 of a mile to a mile. That's about 1.5 kilometers to 1.6 kilometers. It shows a helicopter coming in from the right at a slight angle. Then you can see the other helicopter once the collision occurred. It suggests the helicopter on the left was heading straight towards the camera. Possibly following the road you can see here. There is also this still photo taken from recorded footage of a helicopter falling to the ground. It appears this helicopter is falling straight down as if it were heading directly in the camera's direction. This footage was recorded from this location here. Back at the photo, it's important to look at this building here, this pole, this plant, and this number 150. If we go down to Street View, you can see the building here behind these trees. The pole here, the plant is here, and the 150 here. This is the camera that recorded that footage. Exit Street View. Both of the helicopters impacted on this abandoned church's property. One of the helicopters impacted about here, and this is a photo of it. This is the Airbus AS350 flown by Charles Marciak. If you look at this photo here, you can see this structure in the background. On Google Earth, you can see that structure here. Go to Street View. And on street view, you can see it here. Exit street view. That would place the Airbus right about where I have the drop pin. The Jet Ranger impacted right here in this exact spot. If you look at this photo, you can see what is left of it after the fire was extinguished. These lines in the parking lot can be used as markers to pinpoint the exact location. Here is a photo of the tail from the Jet Ranger. It broke away from the flight deck and cabin. It landed right about here. This piece here in this photo is also very possibly from the Jet Ranger, and it landed somewhere on top of this roof here. After putting all of this together, this is my opinion. One helicopter was coming from the southeast heading in a northwest direction. The other helicopter was coming from the east heading west. The two pieces of the Jet Ranger lying just east of the church property broke off after impact and came falling to earth while the rest of the Jet Ranger continued forward until impact. However, the pieces most likely did not come straight down and land directly beneath the midair impact point. They had to have some inertia from the forward motion of the Jet Ranger. I don't know the speed it was flying, but it is said a Jet Ranger like this can cruise about 132 miles per hour, which is 213 kilometers per hour. The Airbus is said to cruise at 152 miles per hour, which is 245 kilometers per hour. It seems the Airbus impacted the left side of the Jet Ranger, snapping off the Jet Ranger's tail while doing such severe damage to its own main rotor that it fell out of the sky, completely out of control, while its forward momentum carried it to its impact point. Both aircraft appeared to be somewhere between 500 and 700 feet above sea level. That's about 152 to 235 meters above sea level. Whatever their exact altitude was is not known at this time, but they ended up impacting at the same altitude. If we line up the first camera with the impact point of the Airbus, we have this line. This would suggest the general direction the Airbus was coming from could have been here. It's not exact, but possibly very close. Now, when you look at the Jet Ranger's impact point and the position of the tail and the other piece on the roof, these two pieces came falling after impact, and if I draw a line from the impact point through the middle of both pieces, these two possible flight paths cross here. That would put the midair collision in this general area here. This line also shows that the Jet Ranger may have been following this road. The Jet Ranger pilot was most likely sitting in the front right seat and looking where he was headed. He could not see the Airbus coming from his left and slightly behind him. The Airbus pilot was most likely sitting in the front right seat and could not see the Jet Ranger, probably because of this piece of the helicopter's frame blocking his view. The direction and speed both helicopters were traveling probably kept the Jet Ranger hidden from view behind this part of the frame until impact. The 6 people who perished in this disaster were songwriter Oliver Tree Nickel, age 32, YouTuber Gaspar Prim Diaz, age 23, Argentine director and screenwriter Lucas Viñale, age 29, Brazilian music producer Lucas Brito Chaves, known as Lucas Frota, age 24, Jet Ranger pilot Alexandre Souza, age 60, and Airbus pilot Charles Marciak, age 60. So there you have it. A short description of the midair collision that took the life of Oliver Tree and 5 others. And you saw it right here on the Forrest Haggerty channel.